Hi everyone, it's Cindy. Welcome back to Studioloo. I'm here today with a flip through of the first Halloween journal of 2024 season here. So this is Monster Town, and it is a tome. It's a big tome. I made a handmade quilted cover for it with just these wonderful, wonderful fabrics. All just, shades of orange and black and purple and some green and whatnot. I just I'm really happy with how it turned out. Then I've stitched Monster Town on the front. So this big book is based around the book Monster Town, which is a great children's story. I'll read the pages to you as we go through. It's kind of a storybook journal, but like the story itself didn't have a particular flow. It was like a bunch of pages of great illustrations and then kind of a description of what was going on those pages. So this book is 9.5 by 7 3/4, 2.5 inch spine, 8 signatures, 292 pages. So it's a hulking book. It's got a visible binding here. I thought that would be kind of fun on the spine. And I've stitched on a tie. So the way that this works is there's a tie stitched here, and then there's a little flap there to just kind of protect your page ends. You just do that, and then that is stitched on there so that you can tie the book closed. And if it gets a little bigger even, that's fine. So the front cover, I've stitched on this file folder envelope with a skull here. And then this is super fun. So this is a journal card. I made this from something that I thrifted. It's like a Halloween decoration kind of, and you could make the funny face. So I made this face, and I just think it's a lot of fun. So that's a journal card for the front. So welcome to Monster Town, a story by Ryan Heshka. And it begins. The sun sets on Monster Town. And this toxic sticker. We have this pocket here with this eyeball rose. And then this owl journal card. Dyed paper. Lots of dyed paper. This was from when we were doing the Release the Craft in Goblin mode. I liked this piece for this book. I felt like it just really fit nicely. So this flips up. You have some hand dyed paper here to write on. This is a belly band with this little, we have some moving legs here with this little one. And then this skeleton trick or treat kind of journal card. Green and hand-dyed paper, this little cat with a jack-o'-lantern. I have used a couple of the kits from Release the Craft in here, as well as some other digitals, but like the other ones are kind of very random. But I have used the Bump in the Night collection, as well as some of the Pastel Halloween from Release the Craft. And this is from the Pastel Halloween. And lots of spritzing and stenciling on the back sides of the pages. And I've added a little cobweb there. More of my hand-dyed paper. This is all from Release the Craftin', a big journal tag in that pocket. This was a fun little acetate, like these are for putting in the top of cupcakes, but I thought that could be kind of a fun little interactive, witch there. And then we have a Halloween treat bag. And underneath it, Moonbeam Potion, Salem Apothecary. And inside this bag, there is one of these little pumpkins from a vintage coloring book. So you could color or paint that if you wanted to. It's a journal card. Some fun, wrinkly dyed logbook paper. And more stenciling. More of Release the Craftin's kit. Another kind of a treat bag here. This is a little plastic one, and I stitched around it, and it is on there as a pocket with this little journal tag inside, just for a little bit of extra writing space. Then one of my pumpkins here, this was something that I did for my Patreon. The other side of that fun little troll, goblin, the goblin closet. So we have a mushroom hanging and a pine cone, and then this is the gnome skeleton, and then an onion there. More dyed paper. This is a Mary Engelbright paper doll, and it's Halloween-y. And then this is from the Pastel-Halloween from Release the Craftin', this little paper sack. Good night. And more of the pastel Halloween, Bump in the Night paper. The zombies are on their way to work. The ghoul bus. The ghostwriters cover the news. And then over here, this is, I believe, from last year's Halloween collection from Louisa Heinzel. And then this is a Halloween treat bag that I turned into a journal card. Poison sticker. More of Bump in the Night, little stars and stenciling, a little bat treat bag with this little booklet inside, these spooky eyes in the night, more dyed paper, another little cluster pocket here, and it has, this is actually a sticker, but you can write on the back if you want, and it says 100% pure witchful drinker. So this was from a collection of like drink labels for Halloween, and I thought they were a lot of fun. More stenciling and some handmade paper. Stenciling, some more of the Bump in the Night collection. Upper tuck with this fun Bump in the Night journal card, more dyed paper, and then in this side of the sack I've put this lovely envelope from Release the Crafton's Witches Halloween collection, and this is a little snails and slugs journal card that was cut from the cover of a Dutch magazine called Fleur, and it was all sorts of different cool like bugs and things. More stenciling and spray, and this is more of the Bump in the Night. This is also Release the Crafton. This is from Witches Halloween, I think. And then this is just a cool little Halloween book page. It was one of the fly pages or the front pages in which book? I don't know, actually. I'm not sure which book it was from. I've used a few different Halloween books in this. And then we have a couple pockets here from the Pastel Halloween collection. And I think, I'm not going to quote, but I think these two little tags are also from last year's Louisa Heinzel Halloween collection. This is more of the original book. See how great the illustrations are? I was like floored with how awesome they are. And I think that this style kind of surpasses the, people who don't like something really childish or really, really spooky. Like if you're somewhere in the middle, this is your kind of book, I think. Some little pumpkins here with candles. These are from Minte, one of their cutout books. Little tuck spot here. This is all Release the Crafton. Bits and bobs. More Release the Crafton and stenciling and dyed paper. Pocket there, the cluster, and this is from a really fun witch book. We've got some fabric on top. I can't remember whose digitals these are. I've printed like all different things on different pages. Little pocket here with this snake in a jar. Little pocket here, and this is a little fabric booklet I made with some cutouts from the Victorian Halloween calendar, and it's the same fabric that the cover's made from. More dyed and stenciled papers and Release the Crafton. This is another sticker that says blood, and a little fun journal tag there from Louisa Heinzel in this Release the Crafton pocket. Stenciling. Another original book page with a spider, and it folds out. It says Thrills. Giant squid serves the best midnight brunch in town. This is actually the paper doll of my daughter with a little pumpkin on her head. It says trick or treat, smell my feet. This little candy eyeball cluster pocket. Dyed papers. Here's the ghostwriter again. Professor Igor teaches science of ghoul school. And the end here, you will see it got snipped off because it just didn't fit. But that's okay. I think that you still know what it says. I'm not like hung up on it. I thought about making a little thing. I was like, come on, it's a book page. So it's a junk journal. So this is a little pocket here with this tag inside. This is from Release the Crafton, and the tag is also Louisa Heinzel, last year's collection. Spooky. This pocket with this tag, same creators. I won't keep mentioning their names over and over. They're the primary creators I've used in this book. That's from the Release the Crafting collection though, just so you know. And then this is a vintage Halloween party kind of spider. They were the ones that, like, you know, it would have that woven tissue paper, but I took the big weaving out of it because it would have made the book too fat because it folded this way, not like side to side. And then I used it to just cover this up nicely, so it would be a lot of fun. I also did some inking on this side to give the spider some interest, and you could also write a little something here. You could write on these legs. Lots of stenciling, little witch there. This is a little paper doll here. I believe this is from Hoerth, Hoerth art on Etsy. I believe in Halloween. That's a Release the Crafting word snippet. Fun little bits and bobs here. More of the original book. Frankenstein, master electrician, appears shockingly good at his work. And this was from one of my Journal Together kits, a little illustration that I did a few months ago. Have a dream, then make it come true. And I thought they kind of looked like they were all in a costume, right? So they're all out. Maybe they're trick-or-treating. And Captain Witch is always happy to fly United Scare lines. After a busy day in Monster Town, the sun rises and it's time to sleep. So this is another of my pumpkins from my Patreon. This is a freebie from last week. And then this is a little vampire here. Journal card. And another little vampire and a couple stars there and stenciling. A little tuck spot here with this journal card, little freeform style. And this pocket with this fun little it's like a little fold out. It has two pockets inside and a couple more of those jack-o'-lanterns that you can color. Stenciling. This is a fun little interactive spread in the center here. So lift this sheet and you will find hideous instruments of every kind. And this is a pocket. Holds on to this journal tag of the little jack-o'-lantern on a fence post. Then over here we have this tuck spot. And you pull this out and we have these ants here on this journal card. That's also from that vintage Fleur magazine. Lots of insects and things. It was really fun. And then there's a little tab here that moves back and forth. So you can move this, or the glare, you can move the skeleton back and forth, and you'll see behind him there's like a snake and a spider hiding. And we have a little bat label here on there. Some fun stenciling that kind of looks like it's dripping. And then on this side, it's another little interactive piece, so you can move this big axe thing that this guy has. Don't be frightened, it's all pretend. Just follow me right through to the end. Friends, prepare to meet your doom. And this opens to this skull. This way, please, to the next room. And in here is a pocket, and we've got the Spectropia, or surprising spectral illusions everywhere. Ghosts. So that is like a piece of stationery, kind of like a big double card to write on. Another piece of fun, crinkly, hand-dyed paper. And then this, you see the little skeleton tab there. So over here, this is also interactive. The eyes move. You can push and pull. See? Can you see with my arm in the way here? Hold on. There we go. See the eyes moving? And then we have from Pastel Halloween, this journal card. Another hand-dyed paper. Stenciling, more of the Release the Crafting, and The City Wakes Up, Spooky Cola. Hi Richard, hi Roy. This is a fun little journal card from a Shel Silverstein book, and I like that they're wearing masks. Love this little gray bat here with the stenciling. More fun hand-dyed paper. Another of my jack-o'-lanterns, and this little journal card on this wallpaper. And then this pocket's made from a vintage Tops card pack from Return to Oz. And I just think it's such a spooky movie and it's so perfect for Halloween. And then when we have this little Halloween journal card, little candy corns back here and some handmade paper. Another of the Bump in the Night pages. Stenciling. This says, 2 witches grinning witchy grins have pointy hats and pointy chins. They're here for Halloween. So maybe there's one of them right there, right? And that journal tag that goes in this pocket. More stenciling and dyed paper. Dr. Cyclops is the resident eye doctor. King Kong climbs tall buildings as he makes them. Another fun digital page. A little rook card with a crow on it and another pastel Halloween tag. More of Bump in the Night, some spraying on hand-dyed paper. This is a little interactive pocket. The stranger within, best beware. They are in for a scare. And then more of the Bump in the Night and those little candy corns. We have a shrunken head and a candle there. And then this little tuck spot with this mummy. Another little mummy. Another tuck spot with a large journal tag from Pastel Halloween. Original book page. More Bump in the Night. And this was a fun jelly print with gilding that I did. Thought the colors were good for this book. Another of my jack-o'-lanterns on this pocket. And then this is from the back cover of the book. It says, "Squishy, we're here. See you soon. To Mr. I Am Bats, 13 Midnight Lane, Monster Town." Stenciling in stars. This pocket here has a Louisa Heinzel image on it, and this journal card is from Bump in the Night, and this tag is from a children's Halloween book. It's got this little chandelier, whatever they're called, the Chinese lantern. And then this has a lovely tree at night, all lit up with these lanterns, spider webs and candy corns, little stationery piece. More stenciling and another tuck spot. We have this envelope with these little jack-o'-lanterns on it from Pastel Halloween, Release the Crafted. And inside of it we have this little journal card of a jack-o'-lantern and a spooky tree, because you need spooky trees. And then we have more stenciling, more Bump in the Night, and dyed paper. Another Release the Craft, and this is the Witches Halloween. This is a beautiful kit too. And then some of that sparkly Tim Holtz paper from this season. Just wanted to put a little piece in there. It's nice. More of my jelly printing, and this is Louisa Heinzel, and it's a cluster on this pocket. This is from a children's book. More Bump in the Night, Witches Halloween, little cluster on the dyed paper. Dr. Mummy, the veterinarian, takes good care of monster pets. And we have a Vampire Blood. This is again a sticker, but you can use it as a journal card if you want. And that is like a little horse chestnut eyeball image from Louisa Heinzel. And then this is a Return to Oz packet as well, turned into a pocket. And this image of these kids, this is a vintage photograph, probably from, I'm guessing, the 70s, based on the decor. Could be the 80s, but probably the 70s. So this is an original photograph that I got in like a large format, and I scanned it, and I like to tuck one of these into like Halloween journals whenever possible, because I think it's the cutest thing ever. Postmaster Skeleton delivers the monster mail. The vampire bats work at the blood bank. Some old kind of, it's almost like craft paper, but it's actually from an antique book. And some more spritzing and stenciling. A journal card of those, probably cat eyes in the dark, right? On alcohol ink, scrapbook paper with a little cluster pocket, little bat and a pumpkin. These are from Minte. Another of my jack-o'-lanterns on this little pocket with the skeletons in the back. And then this is an envelope from the Bump in the Night collection by Release the Craftin', and a little spooky crow in the leaves there. I think this is inspiring me to take a nice walk at this. It's actually a graveyard, because you know I always walk in graveyards all the time. I love them. And there's a lovely one that has this really nice foresty spot at the back, and there's just tons of crows, and I love going to see them. So we have clusters all up here, just collage across the top of this page. And 2 pockets here. This one has this little tag here, a little orange moth, and this one has this spooky kind of image in it. Both journal cards or tags. And this is Spooky Fun House. This is from a kid's book, and it's like a pocket. Pull it on out, and we have another of those fun Halloween book pages. So it's like a piece of stationery you can write on the back, and it just tucks right on in this door here. I thought that was kind of cute. Another little pocket, and inside we have an envelope with this fun vintage image of this, I guess he's going trick-or-treating, or maybe answering the door to this pretty spooky witch, but I think she's just looking for a lump of sugar in her tea, right? That could be me at 5 o'clock in the morning. And then we have more stenciling and Bump in the Night. This fun little tab, I think this is also from Horth Arts on Etsy. Very stylistic to Horth, I think. So, and then there's some fun holes and stuff. That's from that antique book page. And the tab is double-sided. Wolfman Jacques gets ready to snip and cut at the barber shop. The Spider Brothers are hardworking window cleaners. Another little pocket with this little tag. 2 tags in this pocket because they're just so cute. More spritzing and stuff, and the final page is there. Then I've left the back blank here. So if you wanted to, you could glue something there. You could do whatever you want. I wanted to just leave this whole surface alone because I think there's just a lot of possibility. If you have a sewing machine, you could certainly stitch pockets, but I also thought it would be really nice to just glue maybe like your Halloween costume picture, whatever you like right there. So if you are interested in this journal and you're seeing this video and you're like, oh Cindy, I'd really like to have like a pocket right there, let me know. I can stitch one on for you. I would probably use this same kind of fabric, one of the fabrics from what you're seeing here, or I would use a folder like at the front. So I wanted to leave it be, but you know, I know some people prefer to have like a pocket on both sides, but either way doesn't matter. I would do that if you asked. So then this flap just comes right up, and you see that protects the edge of your book. So if you were going to go out, you know, somewhere and maybe do a little Halloween poetry or a little Halloween gluing and writing and maybe talking about your history of Halloween or whatever you would want to do with a journal like this. Maybe you just love Halloween, and you know, this could be an everyday kind of art sketch writing book for you. I know I have a lot of friends that fall into that category, and who doesn't love Halloween, right? So this is Monster Town. If you're seeing this video, that means that this book has been posted. It is a chunky monkey. So yeah, let me know if you're interested, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye for now. Actually, I shouldn't say let me know if you're interested. You can find my Etsy link in the description box, as well as all my other links to things going on. So bye for now.